They said one small thing, not loud, not serious enough to answer, but your face moved, your eyes lifted, your voice got faster, and they saw it. Not the words, the movement. The second you tried to prove it did not touch you, you showed exactly where it landed. Now they know which line makes you explain, which tone makes you tighten, which little comment pulls you out of stillness. The comment was not the test. You were. And this is how people test you without making it look like a test. They do not always attack directly. Sometimes they just drop one sentence and watch what happens. A small joke, a quiet challenge, a comment that sounds casual but lands too close to something you care about. Then they look at your face. They listen to your pace. They notice whether you stay still or rush to prove you are not bothered. The first visible mistake is speed, not anger, not even the answer. Speed. You respond too fast. Before you understand why the comment bothered you, your body has already answered. Your eyes sharpen, your shoulders lift, your tone changes. Maybe you laugh too loudly, maybe you correct them too quickly. Maybe you say, "I don't care," with a voice that proves you do. And in that small mismatch, they get information. They see the difference between what you said and how you moved. That is what gives you away, because calm does not need to prove itself quickly. Stillness does not rush to explain. But when you react fast, the moment becomes easy to read. They do not need to know your whole history. They only need to see which word changed your posture. The first loss is not the comment. It is letting your body confess before your judgment arrives. Other people read reaction socially. They may not say it out loud, but they feel the shift. A comment lands. You move. The conversation notices. Now the attention is no longer on what they said. It is on how you handled it. That is why a small line can suddenly feel larger than it was. They say, "Relax, I was just joking." But they are watching whether you relax. They say, "Why are you getting defensive?" But they created the opening that made defense possible. They say, "I didn't mean anything by it." Yet their eyes stay on you a little too long. This is the uncomfortable part. Some people are not looking for truth. They are looking for leverage. They want to know which topic makes you explain, which tone makes you perform calmness, which tiny disrespect makes you forget your pace. And once they see it, they store it. Not always with a plan, sometimes just as a social note. This is where he gets sensitive. This is where she starts proving herself. This is where the voice changes. Nobody needs to call it weakness. They only need to remember it works. If this hits home, subscribe. We are building a place for calm people who are tired of being moved by every little test. After that, the same spot gets pressed again, a little sharper, a little more casually, a little closer to other people, because now they know where the handle is. Maybe the first comment was about your work, so next time they question your competence in front of others. Maybe it was about your confidence, so next time they make a joke about you trying too hard. Maybe it was about your past, so next time they mention it with a smile and call it harmless. But watch the pattern. They do not press randomly. They press where you already reacted. Your reaction became a map. Your speed gave them direction. Your explanation showed them where the door opens. And the more you try to prove that nothing touched you, the more obvious the touch becomes. That is the strange trap. You think the answer protects your dignity, but sometimes the answer exposes the wound. You think correcting them restores control, but sometimes correction tells them that line mattered. You think defending yourself ends the moment, but defense can make the moment memorable. A calm person does not need every false line corrected instantly. A steady person knows not every hook deserves a hand. You repeat it because silence feels dangerous. When someone says the small thing, you feel the pressure immediately. If you do not answer, will people believe it? If you stay quiet, will they think you are weak? If you let the comment pass, will it become true? So you rush. You try to close the gap before anyone misreads you. You explain your intention. You correct the detail. You add context. You laugh it off. You throw something back. But underneath all of that, you are asking the interaction to give you safety. You want the room to know you are not affected. You want the other person to know they did not get to you. You want yourself to believe you are still in control. But control that must be announced is already shaking. This is where most people lose the moment. Not because they felt something. Feeling something is human. The loss comes when you let the feeling choose your timing, because the person testing you does not need your confession. They only need your timing. If the comment makes you faster, they learned enough. The correction is not pretending you heard nothing. It is not acting cold. It is not becoming someone who never responds. The correction is creating a pause before you give them information. A small comment lands. You do not chase it. You breathe once. You let your face stay ordinary. You keep your voice at the same speed. Then you choose. Maybe you say nothing. Maybe you look at them for 1 second and return to what you were doing. Maybe you answer with one calm line. What do you mean by that? Then stop. No performance. No speech. No emotional proof. Just a clean question that puts the weight back on them. If they were joking, let them explain the joke. If they were testing, let them stand beside the test. If they were trying to pull you out of stillness, do not help them. The pause protects you because it keeps the test unanswered. It gives your judgment time to arrive before your face does. And when someone cannot read you immediately, they lose the easy map. That is quiet power, not intimidation, not revenge, just refusing to hand over the location of your pressure points. So the next time someone drops one small comment, do not rush to prove it missed. Watch your speed. Watch your face. Watch the need to explain. Because the line itself may not matter. What matters is what your reaction teaches them. If you move too fast, they know where to press. If you pause, they learn something else. Not every door opens when they knock.